What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Hightop Hamlett. I'm coming to you with another one. So we're doing shoulders again. And yep, wifey gave me an hour. So you're gonna see how I push myself within an hour. Get the blood in the shoulders nice and quick. And the beautiful thing is shoulders only 3 small heads, so it shouldn't be a hard task. So yeah, join me. I'm gonna let you know what I do. I may give some tips depending on where I am. When I like to work out, I don't like to talk too much. That's why headphone stays on, I stay locked in, but try to, you know, give a little bit of tips and kind of let you guys know what I do and how I do it, because obviously when you're looking at it, it seems like it's straightforward, but there's always little tricks and things that we do to kind of help to make sure that we keep the tension on the muscle. But anyways, it's shoulders today and some arms, so we're gonna go through it, and then at the end, you know what I mean? See how the shoulders feel and look. So obviously right here, we got the seated. Key thing with this is to make sure that the height is right for you. Secondly, one thing that I really love to do that a lot of people don't do is they don't anchor themselves. Every single exercise that you use, you always want to anchor yourself into gravity. How do I do that? So I keep my body in this position, and every machine that I'm sitting on, you should almost look like you're gonna squat. Because what that allows you is when you start to get fatigued, you get to push your feet in the ground, and that's what allows you to keep your body, keep your posture, keep your diaphragm in place, and then allow you to be able to keep the tension on the shoulders. Because a lot of people, when they do it, they have a tendency, if the diaphragm drops down, well, the scap drops down, rounds out, and then they'll posture up and then use their traps. So there's like this momentum thing going. With machines are made for you to be in a very strict position, so you actually don't have to cheat too much. So what I like to do is I anchor my feet in, raise my diaphragm, and I'm pushing my feet in so it almost looks like I'm in a squat position, and then I go ahead and then I perform my exercise. So key thing, make sure you anchor your legs in the ground, even if it's a machine. You'll be able to generate a lot of power and you won't have to actually cheat. So generally as my warm up, I like to keep the reps around 20. So that was 20 reps. And I keep doing until I feel the blood, I feel the tension, my shoulders feel nice and tight. And then my rep starts to drop as the weights get heavier because I can feel that tension. Another reason why I like to use higher reps is because it trains my mind and the muscle to really be able to feel how I'm lifting. So that warm up set, don't just get in there and do the exercise. That warm-up set literally is gonna determine the rest of your workout and the quality of the contraction. So make sure you guys don't sleep on that warm-up. Your warm-up sets are very important. That's 20 again. And keep going up. I don't really take long breaks, and I kind of time my breaks as if I'm working out with a workout partner. Usually when you work out with a workout partner, boom, 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 boom. He done, you go, you go, you go, you go. It's like relay. So yeah, so that's kind of how I like to operate. I still just imagine I'm working out with someone, and I would just assume how long it would take them to finish it, and I just get right back to it. So if you notice, no matter how heavy it gets, you gotta hit that squeeze, you gotta hold it, and you gotta control that eccentric to the best of your ability, no matter how heavy it is. So my goal right now for my training is to keep everything between 8 to 15. 8's the lowest, 15's the highest. Warm up, 20 reps, get the squeeze, get the blood in there. But generally at 8 to 15 is where my rep range is right now. So that last set I got 12. This set I'll probably get anywhere from 8 to 10. And then I know I'm good. Ooh, shoulders already feeling pumped. Oh, what you said? Oh, you want me to? Oh, true. You gotta see what the pump do. I got you. I got you. I got you. See, right now I'm not in real prep season, so you know, we can have a little fun. So about a month and a bit out from my show, so you know, I'm still keeping everything tight. You know what it do. Slowly growing, slowly packing on this weight. Try this. 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh. 5 reps, 5-second hold after your top set. Oh. Oh, yes sir, yes sir. All right, let's go. All right, we just gonna do basic. Whew. We just gonna do some regular lateral arm raise. I'm not doing my whole crazy rack thing. We did that last week, so we're gonna mix it up, keep it a little bit more simple. So we're gonna keep it anywhere. Again, I'm gonna do a warm up, 20 reps, kind of get it, you know. Fill the dumbbells out and then we're gonna get into it. So with this here, slight little lat spread. And then when I lift, I'm just letting my arms come right to my side. A lot of times when people do their lateral arm raise, they don't set the scap, so you'll see a lot of retraction. Let everything relax, stay open, because your arms are going in this direction. Yeah, my shoulder's a nice one. We're gonna get into it. Woo! I only did one exercise over there, and my shoulders is already done. So you want to make sure every set, every rep, every exercise is 100% intent, and you're only doing the movement to make sure you can contract. It's not about wild movements. Everything that we do, we're trying to put everything into the muscle. So if you notice, after that first exercise, the muscle ain't pumping, it's crazy, you really need to check your form or check the weight. All right, let's go. From 30, right? So for my heavy top sets, like the last set, I like to just grab a lighter weight, take out the momentum, and then just really focus on keeping attention on the shoulder. So I just like to do that just for a mental, just to make sure that I really got that blood in there, that pump is there, and I legit can't raise my arms. So normally for my top set, I did 45s, got the 10. A little bit of momentum is okay, just as long as the momentum is helping you get into the contraction. And once you're into the contraction, you have a slight pause and you're still able to control that eccentric, not just up, down, up, down. So what I like to do is, after I have my top set, as you saw even on the seated laterals, lower it and just finish it off and just make sure you got everything you need up in there. Whew. So now we're gonna move to upright rows. So I love using dumbbells. It gives me more freedom. I can really get a good range of motion as well. So the way I like to do my bent over rows, stay right there. So it's a slight hinge, just so the dumbbell, the weight is directly underneath of the shoulder joint. Good posture. And what I'm doing is I'm just raising my elbows right up until I feel the top part, so the top part of my middle delt fully pumped, lock, boom. I can't go any higher. If you look in the mirror, you can see the ball is right on my middle delt. So I just raise to that top point and that's it. I don't try to get my traps. I don't try to go any higher. I just stick to that maximum contraction and I'm right back down into that start position. Whenever I do shoulders, I have this permanent face all the time. Because when you're really contracting, and you really feel that blood in the shoulders, it don't matter what you do. It don't matter where you are, your shoulders just stay burning. So, I'm done with the middle delt. Now we're gonna go rear. So I like to combine bent over rear flies, supinated grip, high rows, and really focus on squeezing the rhomboids, lower part of the traps, and then really filling the rear delt. The reason why I like to do this first is because it gets the rear delt, all that area nice and popping. So as soon as we go over there, that area is already ready to go. So generally 10 and 10. All right, we're gonna finish with some front delts. You saw we blasted the middle delt, can't even move it. Blast the middle delt, we blast the rear delt. Now we're gonna finish off with and delt. So generally, I do and delt also with chest, and the reason being is just so I'm hitting the and delt more frequently, so I don't have to really take too much energy on doing a lot of presses and a lot of shoulder presses, because even like from school, like a heavy shoulder press actually really isn't all that healthy for the joint, especially for the AC joint, the chromium process. And doing a lot of heavy shoulder presses actually gives people a lot of arthritis and issues with the AC joint. So for me, I try to, as you saw, completely fry my shoulders as much as possible, so I don't have to go heavy here, but I can just keep that time and attention on my and delt, and then we'll superset shoulder press with forward arm raises. And yeah, again, we're only trying to focus on this muscle here, the and delt. So look how small it is. I don't need to be lifting 315 pounds on a shoulder press. If that's your goal, that's your goal. But for me, I want to be able to move and do things even after bodybuilding. But I have found for myself, when I focus more on a lot of volume, a lot of reps, and just get as much blood in that muscle, I found that's what helped me to be able to grow my shoulders and still be able to keep my joints nice and healthy for the most part. So that's what I like to do. So on Wednesday, I did chest and triceps, and I like to superset tricep push-up with my push-ups as a finisher. And then when I can't do push-ups, I add in forward arm raises, whether it's with a plate, dumbbells, or a barbell. So I already hit this Wednesday, and then Saturday we hit it again. So that's another reason why I don't need to go too heavy to get this activated, because it's already there. And I don't know if you guys saw, Time under tension is how long that duration of that set is that weight is sitting on the muscle. So when you saw when I was doing my shoulder press, I'm not going fast, not dropping it down. Go at a speed. I tell all my clients, you want to go at a pace and a speed where you're able to keep the weight moving, but the movement is only for you to feel, not to move the weight. Generally, you'll feel weaker, but that's mental. Because if you realize when you have total control of the eccentric, concentric, you're actually 10 times stronger. And that muscle is going to be 10 times stronger. And you won't be compromising. All right, here we go. We doing all right. We doing all right. I gotta redeem myself. I got a lot to prove to myself for next year. So we haven't started off-season bulk yet. Right now we're still utilizing that post-show rebound. I'm going on my 5th week. And then after the 5th, probably 3 more weeks, get the blood work done. Come off, cruise, pick the date. Calculate the weeks out, and then we get started. But just let me know where we're gonna go, because we only get beefier from here. I'm ready. Don't count me out. Key thing with this exercise, you gotta lock your lats, your tricep into your lats, and keep that nice angle. Your tricep, your shoulder, from your elbow should match the line of your body. I'm saying here. So you're gonna notice when I get in position, my humerus bone, so from my shoulder to my elbow, is gonna match my torso. And you're gonna see that angle, where that angle is so important because it's gonna allow you to get a complete stretch of the tricep, where a lot of guys, their elbow is here, each to their own. If that's what you like to do, that's cool. But I find maximum stretch is gonna be when my elbow stays here, and then I get more range of motion from my elbow rather than here. But again, each to their own. This is what I like to do. So I roll, I bring it back, lock it, so my body is over my wrist, and you keep your wrist nice and straight. And it's very important to keep that elbow in place. Don't let it go forward. This is how I like to do it. And you'll see my traps are not involved. I'll show you what I mean. And you can see I get a full stretch of that tricep. My bicep is fully touching. I did triceps on Wednesday, so we can go a little lighter. So this one, I like to stand up and extend my spine so my arms basically are just straight. So now when I curl, just my elbows moving. to really maximize that bicep curl is to make sure the chest, again, don't let the chest go with your body. Keep that body in perfect posture. The arm gets fully extended, and then we get full flexion. When I get fatigued, I don't want my chest to come down with it and come back. Keep that body straight. The only thing that's moving is the elbow. Wow, that's it. That's a shoulder arm workout. How come I didn't do more variations of arm? Because I do arms on Monday with back, and I do triceps on Wednesday, which I just focus. And then Saturday, we add just one hard set with shoulders. Call it a day. Anyways, I'm out, I'm burning. Gotta go shower and eat. Have a good one. Please like, subscribe. And if you guys have any comments or questions, put it in there, and I'll do my best to keep trying to pump this content stuff out for you guys. Take it easy. Then I pray for my downfall.